Roof Max of Hickory. Affordable roof rejuvenation. Visit MakeMyRoofLast.com.
Good evening and welcome. This is the WHKY News for Wednesday, June 4th. I'm Ralph Mangum. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 on Channel 14.2, and we are also on the Compass, SkyBest, Vibrant, TDS, and Comporium cable systems. You can also watch us online at WHKY.com or on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, WHKY's Rob Eastwood reports on the continued investigation into a mass shooting in Catawba County.
The first arrest in this case was made Tuesday. A Caldwell County resident was taken into custody. This suspect was already out on bond in connection to a case from April. He was charged in connection to an incident in Hickory. The suspect already faces multiple felony assault charges in connection to that incident. On Tuesday, 20-year-old Garen Nathaniel Killian of Lenoir was arrested and charged with one count of attempted first-degree murder in connection to the shooting early Sunday morning on Walnut Acres Drive in Mountain View that resulted in 1 death and 11 additional injuries. The deceased is 58-year-old Sean Patrick Hood of Lenoir. Following the arrest on Tuesday, Killian was placed in the Catawba County Detention Facility here in Newton without bond. He was scheduled to make a first appearance in court Wednesday. Law enforcement executed multiple search warrants Tuesday as part of the investigation, and additional arrests are anticipated. The Catawba County Sheriff's Office is asking homeowners and business owners in 4 specific areas for assistance. Investigators are seeking footage on Highway 127, Huffman Farm Road, Pittstown Road, and Bethel Church Road. Investigators are aware of videos circulating on social media related to the party that was going on when this shooting occurred, and they are encouraging citizens to upload those videos or pictures to fbi.gov/Catawba County shooting. If you have any information on this case, call the Catawba County Sheriff's Office at 828-464-3112, and you can continue to follow this story at our website, WHKY.com. Reporting from the Catawba County Justice Center in Newton, I'm Rob Eastwood, WHKY News.
Thank you, Rob. After Rob filed that report, we learned that bond for Killian has been set at $200,000 secured, contrary to the wishes of law enforcement personnel who attended a briefing this afternoon. At last report, Killian remained in jail in Catawba County. He also faces multiple charges in connection with a different shooting in April of this year in Hickory. Bond on those charges was set at $50,000. Following today's appearance, no additional court dates on the latest charges were listed. However, Killian will appear in court on August 4th on the charges from April. Officers are asking for the public's assistance in locating 3 additional suspects. Toland Huff Jr. is wanted on 1 count of attempted first-degree murder. Patrick Lee Tolbert and Raekwon Malik Craig are both wanted on 3 counts of aiding and abetting a person under 21 years of age by allowing the possession of alcoholic beverages. And again, anyone with information should call the Catawba County Sheriff, 828-464-3112. At 3:14 Tuesday afternoon, the Lenoir Fire Department was dispatched to a structure fire with a gas leak at a business address on Conley Springs Road. While en route, responders were advised of possible explosions. Upon arrival, the fire was located at adjacent property on Norwood Street, which is home to a hair salon, a Latino grocery store, and a taco trailer. Arriving units found heavy fire conditions at the rear of the structure. First responders began their fire suppression efforts at the rear of the building. A second crew made entry from the front of the structure to check for fire spread and assist in extinguishing the fire. Duke Energy was called in to assist with a downed power line adjacent to the structure. Piedmont Natural Gas was also brought in as the result of a leaking gas line. Gas company personnel were able to shut the gas off underground. No injuries were reported. The City of Lenoir Fire Marshal is conducting an ongoing investigation. In addition to the Lenoir Fire Department, an engine company from the Hudson Fire Department was called in to assist. With the latest from Hickory City Council and the city's budget, here's WHKY's Arianna Mack.
Hickory City Council held a public hearing at Tuesday's meeting to receive feedback on the fiscal year 2025-26 budget. Following the public hearing, Council unanimously approved the budget on first reading. The budget totals $159,075,833 for all city operations, capital improvements, and debt service requirements for the upcoming year, which represents a 9.9% increase over the current year's budget. The property tax rate for fiscal year 2025-26 is recommended to increase from 45.5 to 46 cents per $100 of assessed value. Approximately 80% of the city's financial activity in the annual budget is accounted for in the general fund, water and sewer fund, and solid waste fund. For the general fund or main operating fund, a budget of $78,877,527 is recommended, which represents a 6.6% increase over the current year's budget. The full fiscal year 2025-26 recommended budget is available to review online at hickorync.gov/budget. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY News.
Thank you, Arianna. Today's crime report includes news regarding a suspect charged in connection with the death of her infant child. In local sports, honors for a Caldwell Community College softball player, and the latest from the dads who did well last night. In Community Focus, Dana Kaminsky has our weekly update from the city of Hickory, and Arianna has the Arts and Entertainment Bulletin Board. Partly cloudy with highs in the low 80s today. A little cooler tomorrow with nearly a 60% chance of rain. Mid to upper 80s Friday, and through the weekend with no more than a 25% chance of a shower. We should be in the 80s for all of next week with a chance of rain ranging from 15 to 45%. Remember, you can always find an up-to-date weather forecast at WHKY.com. I'm Ralph Mangum. You are watching the WHKY News.